Y'all, so I'm over here tripping, right? So, not like in a bad way, but this is how I know if y'all listen, if we're for each other, okay? So if you're one of those people that always tend to find things when you're not looking for it, then we belong together. We're besties. Like you're part of the collective. You get what I'm saying? Cause like I like it's like when I go searching for something, like y'all, I'm like everybody else, okay? Like I would try to find an answer in everything. Like it's like I need an answer for something. I need like some type of guidance, whatever the case is. Like and I go looking for it, and I'm like I can't find the answer. Like I don't know what I can't find this. Like I've been looking over here, I've been looking over there. I'm like I cannot find it. But as soon as I stop searching for it, as soon as I stop worrying about it, that's when it just comes. The answer just comes. And I'll be like, what in the entire fuck is going on? And that kind of tells me something. It's like it tells me a couple of things. One thing is that it tells me is just like once I stop and just sit with myself and just really like with no noise, no phone or nothing, like just sit with myself and really just go within, like that's when I kind of like find out, okay, I'm sitting here looking for the answer and the answer's already inside of me. You get what I'm saying? It's just I had to find the time to sit down and just really like just like sit with myself and be like, self, they say Medea, like, what Brown said, I asked myself said, that we gotta have a moment like that. When we gotta sit down and be like, okay, self, what's tea, like what's going on, like what's this feeling that you're feeling, like what are you confused about, like what is like, like first of all, is it even a big of a deal for you to be worrying about? Is this something that you need to constantly think about? Is this something that you need to constantly like, poke at or something like that? It's just like when you sit with yourself, you find out things. Because it's like sometimes we worry about things that we have no control over, and we feel like we worry about every scenario that could happen that's going to change the reality somehow. You get what I'm saying? But what I mean, like, not saying you can't make your own reality. You make your own reality. But it's just like when it comes to things that has to happen, it has to happen. Like nothing we can think is gonna change that, because especially when it comes to like your life purpose and everything like that, certain things has to happen because of your purpose. So like I said before, things happen to you on purpose because of your purpose. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just in a place now, like I'm like, you know what, I'm done like looking for the answer. I'm just gonna let the answer come to me. And sometimes like living everyday life, you doing everyday things brings the answer will sneak up on you just by you doing things, just by you not looking for the answer. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like you're looking for a certain, because the answer you think you're looking for is not the answer that you need. So you're looking for to hear a specific thing and you're not hearing it. You're okay, well that's not it. And it's just like, well, maybe that's not the answer you're looking for. You get what I'm saying? It's just like sometimes we want things to turn out a certain way, but we feel like the only way it's going to turn out the way we need to is if we come up with some type of scenario in our head, like whatever we feel like is a good idea. We feel like if it doesn't go that way, then we're going the wrong way, or that's just not the right answer. But it's just like, y'all, I'm just starting to realize, like, sometimes, like, not saying we don't have control of our life, but sometimes our way is a good way, but it's not the best way. Sometimes our way is not the best way. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, now I'm just like, I'm not trying to look for the answer. Like I'm in a place now where like I want the answer just to come to me, because that's what happens when I don't look for the answer. When I don't look for whatever it is that I'm trying to get, that's when it comes to. When I'm just living everyday life, just living my life, that's when the answer comes. That's when me living life helps me figure out life. Me living life helps me figure out life. So it's just like that's gonna help me. Me living life is gonna help me find the answers I'm looking for, or a solution, or whatever the case is. And sometimes it's not even like that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta sit with ourselves to tell ourselves that we might be taking ourselves a little bit too serious. Like relax. Like it's gonna be okay, because I'm a perfectionist, and I feel like I'm the type of person, you might be the same way. I feel like if I haven't done a certain amount of work, I don't feel like I should move on to the next step, or what the case says. But it's just like just because I don't think that I'm good enough doesn't mean the Most High doesn't think I'm good enough to move on. Because it be times where guys like, okay, you ready? And I'm like, well, I don't feel like I'm ready because I didn't complete this or I didn't get over that. And he's saying like, where there's no such thing as you moving on to the next level being perfect. You get what I'm saying? You're not gonna have everything down to the T, but you're gonna have everything you need to move on to the next level. But it's like sometimes we get in our head, it was like, nah, I don't think I deserve this because I haven't completed this yet. But it's just like, first of all, you deserve everything. Second of all, we're like imperfect people, and that's like being imperfect and getting things like that we deserve. That should show us that we are deserving of everything, because we are imperfect, but we also receive things that we deserve, but we feel like we don't deserve it because we're imperfect. You know what I'm saying? But we're perfectly imperfect. Like, there's no way for us to be perfect. So it's like, I can't look at myself. I don't want you guys to look at yourself that you got to be a certain way before you can move on, before you can, get promoted, whatever the case is. Like, it's like, once you've done enough work to get to the next level, that's when you go to the next level. You're not going to be like perfect before you move up, like spiritually, emotionally, mentally, however you want to see it. Like, you're not going to be perfect going to the next level. You're going to be better than you was before, but you're not going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But me, y'all, I be seeking for perfection. I be like, nah, I ain't dig it. It's certain things I want to work on before I can move on to the next thing. But it's just like, sometimes I have to realize, as you move on to the next thing, that can help you with that thing that you think that you need to complete before you move to the next step. Like, you moving to the next step could help heal whatever it is that you feel like you got to heal before you can move on to the next step. You moving on can help you heal whatever it is that you feel like you need to heal before you move on to the next step. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to repeat myself. I'm just trying to get it out in a way where I feel like, you guys can understand me, because y'all be all over the place, and I be trying to get everything the way it's coming to me. And I'm just speaking for myself. I'm like, I know I'm the only one that feel like this, but I'm just here to tell y'all, like, sometimes the answer comes when you're just living your life. Sometimes, most of the time, every time, healing comes with you just living life. Like, you living life is healing. You healing is you living your life. Not letting certain things hold you back. That's part of healing. That's part of the healing process. Not letting certain things that happen to you stop you. But I'm here to tell you, you're not going to be perfect 100% when you move on to the next level. You're going to be better than you was before. The reason why you're going to the next level without being perfect is because you're better than the person that you was before. You get what I'm saying? The person you were before was great, but you're just better than that person. That's why the fuck you're moving on. That's why you're moving on. Not because you're perfect, because we damn sure ain't perfect. It's because you're better than your person that you was before. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all, I'm talking to myself too. Get them doubts out your head that you're not ready, because you are ready. If you weren't ready, you wouldn't begin what's coming to you. But you gotta get out that space of like, I don't feel like I should move on. You gotta get out of space where I feel like I don't think I'm good enough yet. I feel like I need to do more work. Why are you pushing me forward? I'm pushing you forward because you're fucking ready. The Most High say you're ready. Your angels, your ancestors says you're ready. That's why I'm pushing you forward. I didn't say you was perfect. I didn't say you're moving forward because you're perfect. I say you're moving forward because you're ready. Huh? Listen, that's the motherfucking message. And let me tell you something. You just being you, that's when the answer's going to come. You being your authentic self is what's going to bring answers, what's going to bring clarity. You get what I'm saying? When you stop looking for the answer, that's when it comes to you. You get what I'm saying? When you don't take yourself serious, like, but don't take life so deep where you gotta be like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta make sure I'm like this. No, just live your life, be your authentic self. Like, you find out who you are by making mistakes. You find out what you need to do by making mistakes. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, don't try to move on to the next step being perfect, because that's just impossible. Move on, go on to the next step knowing that you're better than the person that you was before. Listen, if y'all stayed this whole time, drop a purple heart, because this is purple. Listen, I'm in my purple season. So what's up, y'all? This is me in real time. I love you to the moon and back. And go subscribe to my YouTube channel, because we popping over there. What's up?